We'll see if anybody comes in. This is what we do when we are live, and we're going to see what goes on. Slashmaster 1989. How are you doing? Did you get notified? You can take him in your room anytime you want. You have to get his attention, though. He would. Okay, Jeff, thank you. Leo, you got to go over and touch him and pull him. There you go. So how was your day today, Jeff? Justin, how are you? Always my first two people in here, Justin and Jeff. You had an okay day? I had an okay day today, too. It wasn't bad. I'm not going to complain at all. Not going to complain. Sarah Tyndall, how are you? How is Edward? And how is Mikey? Yeah, Justin, I'm not doing bad. It wasn't a bad day. I'm doing good. Stuffed up a little bit, but I think that's allergies. So other than that, I'm going to say it's pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. So what is everybody doing? What was everybody up to today? Anything good going on? I'm still waiting on eggs. That's what I'm waiting for. My next video is going to be another clutch of eggs is what I'm going to do. James, Nelson, Tanisha, how are you guys? Just a lazy day? Yeah, that's pretty much what it was here today, too, I guess. Lazy day. I watched this movie. Sweet, Sarah. I had Becky and I watched this movie. What was it called? Wait a minute. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I will tell you exactly what it was called here in a second. I have to look it up because I can't remember the name of it. Happy Time Murders. Has anybody seen that movie? Sweet, Tanisha, sweet. Can't wait to see it. Oh man, it's about the Muppets and the murders that go on with the Muppets, and they're like they live along amongst humans, and humans have McCarthy, that comedian McCarthy lady, she's in it. Oh man, funny stuff. It's really funny. How is Edward doing, Sarah? And how is Edward's grandfather doing? He won't be. Why not? Tanisha, why not? And what's the dirty joke? And I'm sorry to hear he's that sick. Aquaballs. George, how are you doing, sir? Policy. Well, sounds like fun. A pig. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that because I remember that kid when I was that joke when I was a kid. I said, "I bet you it's something like a pig rolled in the mud or a pig jumped in the mud or something." Oh man, that's funny. The date was mixed up. Okay. Well, I hope he gets it straightened out. Stringy poop on discus. Like, is it white looking? George, is it white looking? Um, that's flatulence. Seriously, it's called flatulence. Now, the main cause of that is stress. Now, you may have too many discus in one tank. I mean, I kept them like 15 at a time in a tank, or the tank is too big and they're stressed out from that. But it is flatulence. They just start feeding them a really good diet. Try to keep the stress down. Do plenty of water changes. Like I used to do water change every day. I don't know if you do that or not, but I did a water change every day. And that's about it. I suppose if you look it up online, there's a whole list of stuff you can do. It's called discus flatulence. Okay, yeah, it definitely discus flatulence. You can look that up right online, and it'll tell you just what to do. Grapefruit. You should never eat grapefruit if you're taking medicine, because what it does is it actually makes the medicine work faster and um, makes it work faster and stronger than it should. So let's say you took yeah, I wouldn't stop feeding them beef heart. I would definitely keep feeding them beef heart. That's very good for them. That's what I do. I fed mine beef heart, and they never get the flatulence. What you got to do is grapefruit. If you take, let's say you take high blood pressure medicine, Justin, and you take grapefruit. Your blood pressure medicine. Let's say you take a 5 milligram blood pressure pill, and you eat grapefruit and drink grapefruit juice, or even just eat grapefruit. It'll turn into a 10 milligram or 15 milligram. Yeah, you must check that out. Grapefruit is one fruit it does something to your body to make your medication increase and work harder. It's really weird. Grapefruit's kind of a funky a funky fruit to eat. I love grapefruit. I could drink grapefruit juice all day and eat grapefruit. Yes, definitely could. Yeah, you should look it up, Justin. It's pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, why'd you stop feeding them beef heart there, aqua balls, if you don't mind me asking? change in diet can cause stress too. Yeah, it's crazy how that stuff works. Yeah, you don't ever. If it's making the water dirty, you don't have enough sure gel in it or gelatin. You can buy that sure gel made from beef that you put in it. It shouldn't cloud up the water at all. Mine never clouded it up the water. I break a piece off, I drop it in. It stays together. Yeah, I don't know what it does to insulin. I never checked it out. I just know that certain medications you shouldn't. What's the name? Yeah, you shouldn't do it. Yeah, I used to do that too. George, I would feed him, and then I'd wait a couple hours, then do a water change every day. But if you're not if your beef heart mix does not have enough sure gel in it, it or pectin. I have to look it up what it is, what I put in it. I got a whole bunch in the cabinet over here. If you're not putting enough of that in it, it will definitely cloud your water up. If you put enough in it, it turns to like a chunk. It's like jelly. Stays together, drop it in the water, they eat it. Juan, how are you doing? Oh, Jeff, that ain't even funny, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Repticon. Not Repticon. Why would I say Repticon? Comic Con, right? Is that what you're going to? I have not seen it yet. But there's a link to a thing about grapefruit and medicine. Let me see if you put that North Fin stuff, Jeff. Wow, that was first off when you open the bag up, you better open it up outside. Now I'm not one to put um, companies down or nothing, but those North Fin pellets stink so bad. I wish they had a Repticon around here. I'd like to go see a Repticon show. Yeah, it would be fun for sure. Go ahead, Juan. Ask away, buddy. Ask away. Okay, didn't want to breed. Now, is this a male or a female? That's my next question. James. Yeah, I would like to have gone to that male. Okay, James. I mean, Juan. I would like to have gone to that. Okay, you have two choices. GHI het lavender is what I would go with. Het hypo. But why don't you take a sperm plug from another male and rub it on the back of the female and put the male you want in there to breed with her? And usually that works. Or you put two males together and let them battle it out a little bit with the female nearby and take out the male you want that you don't want to breed with her. Yeah, I don't know. Is he a young male? I had a young male do that, and that was only because he was young, I think. Miguel, how are you doing? Just got done watching your video, man. Good stuff. Oh, it's an adult. Yeah, I don't know then. You would think that putting sperm plug on the back of the female would trigger him, but looks like you had a blast over there, Miguel. I would love to go to a Repticon show once, or the Pomona one, the Pomona show. Yeah, we were. We were just saying that we were. I watched your video, but James was saying that you were there at the one in Atlanta too. Yeah. Nah, it wasn't bad. We were just talking about the show you went to. Yeah, I would like to go to Tinley too. That would be awesome to go to Tinley this year. I got to see what the wife says though, because it'd be great to meet all you guys. So I love those beaded lizards. They're just amazing. You know, I had someone else say the same thing to me, Justin, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Yes, I remember the big pastel. Was she gonna lay eggs? Is that what you're gonna say? She's gravid or something? Don't joke with me. Maybe it was Jeff who told me I should go to Burning Man. Was it you, Jeff, who told me that? What did he use? And she's something. Are these eggs yours then, or do you have to give them back to him, or split the clutch, or what? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. See now, my my Mojave's in she went through ovulation, and the guy I got her from told me that he paired her, but nothing happened. And then now this year I paired her with something, which was the black, with the black magic. So I'm like, okay, let me call him and find out what he bred it with, so that way I know I could tell to make sure. Well, he bred her with a what did he breed her with? Let me see, I can't remember. A queen bee, which would do me no good to be able to identify, because you can get blue-eyed Lucy's from both pairings. And I was like, oh. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun to figure out. Yeah, Jeff Burning Man. Oh. Yep. So Sarah, are you and Edward are going to the Tinley show this year? If I can make it happen, I'll go, but I don't know. Would be epic, man. I will make sure she sees the video tomorrow, Tanisha. I will let her know to watch it. She will definitely watch it. Yeah, but I'm not into that scene though, Justin. I'm really not. So I don't know. I would love to go to the Daytona show too. Was it really? But the Repticon show was, or was it the Tinley show? Which one? because a lot of people go to the Repticon. We see where I'm at. We don't get much for shows here, and I would like to go to one of these, like Repticon or something like that. Ah, sweet. Family's doing great. Emma's doing great. Andrew's doing great. David just bought himself a new car, my oldest son, and Becky's doing great also. How about your family? You normally get in trouble in Daytona, Sarah, do you? So, Miguel, let me ask you a question. Do you plan to start selling Repti chip or not? Oh, for your tarantulas, Sarah? Yeah. My OBT was out today. He's about the size of a 50-cent piece, I'd say now. He's getting really big. Comes out of the hole. You touch the cage, right down in the hole it goes. So, Miguel, I don't know if you heard me, but I was asking if you're going to start selling Repti chip or if you were just if that was all for your personal use. No, I don't plan to be like Edward and try to hold it or anything like that. Never. Yeah, he's growing really fast. He's a good size now. Oh, you guys are getting snow tomorrow again? We got rain here today. It was nice today here all day until now, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be really nice also. I hope people that are supposed that have some of my animals are supposed to ship them tomorrow because Tuesday's supposed to be way in the 60s, and that would be the perfect day to ship. So I got it on Tuesday. We're supposed to be 70 on Saturday, which is very rare this time of year. Nice day today too there, Jeff. They had tornadoes in Texas today, I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, that's good. It's going to be warm. Tanisha. When do you plan to do the Q&A video? Oh, you had tornadoes down there too, huh? That's crazy. Our tornado weather comes here in June, and then it comes again in later in the year. It's weird. We're a little different because I think we're so far north. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. You think? I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm set. Sorry. Nothing to do with you guys. It was something else. Okay. Would it'll be good when you're together to answer that. Yeah. Let me see. What was your question, Justin? All right. Yeah, I'm okay, Justin. I'm fine. Oh, okay. I was just wondering because you got a huge collection too, so I guess that's why you have to have so much of that stuff. But yeah. Personally, I've never used it before, but because I use them papers now from CMC Reptiles does them papers, but I plan to get some of that too and try it. And you really like it, don't you, Mike Miguel? You really like that stuff. So, Justin, is that where you get the beef coons from? Oh, you have a friend from there. Yeah. So, what was I going to say? I was going to ask somebody something here. I don't remember. Let me see what everybody's saying. So, Justin, did you get any more models? Did you do a video yet of the models that you're getting? I still been watching a lot of those videos about other people, all the models that people are making. It's pretty cool. I will have to go check it out because I did not see it. Let me see. I will definitely check it out, Justin.
By the way, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Because when I drove over to Aunt Jackie's, I decided to close the passenger window. And it was pouring outside.
Wait a minute. Wait. You drove over there?
Yeah. Mom told me I could. But it's pouring outside.
Okay. Well, I know it's raining out. Thank you for rolling up the window. I didn't have it down.
Someone did.
We need to talk. Just okay.
I'm not arrested, so.
I know. We're still gonna have a talk.
No,
Doing with that.
Mom told me I could, so you have to have a talk with Mom.
I'm gonna.
Okay. You didn't know? Come on, a bunch of keys back here.
No, I thought you had. Sorry, guys. I thought you had. I thought Aunt Jackie came. I thought you walked over and Aunt Jackie brought you back.
No, I drove over and drove back. I left before you got upstairs, so I wouldn't have to deal with this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alligator snapper. Alligator snapper for sure. What is your dream reptile, Justin? What is your dream reptile, Justin? Turtles. What kind of turtles, though? All turtles, or is there a specific turtle that you like? Or is there like, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm asking you? Do you have a preferred favorite? All mud turtles and fly river turtles. Did you ever see the? What do you think of the diamondback terrapin? I like those, but I was just wondering what your opinion is of the diamondback terrapin. Yeah, they're cool. Is there any turtles you can't own where you're at? I know, like where Jeff's at, it's hard for him to get turtles because they have a strict turtle thing up there. Yeah, you're limited because you live in an apartment. Yes, that makes it tough. I understand that. I have I have this house next door. I would love to build a turtle pond right in the living room of it. 'Cause nobody lives there. It's just for my stuff. So I'd love to put a big turtle pond right in the middle of it. It'd be awesome. Um, I did look up what you told me the other day though. That 17-foot berm that they found in Florida. Because they euthanize those, right? And then they use them for studying animals and stuff. It had 73 eggs in it. Now they said it was getting ready to lay eggs, but that don't mean they were. They make it sound like it had 73 eggs, but how many of those eggs were slugs? How many of those eggs would have actually survived? It's funny how they do that, make it sound all horrible and stuff. Then I also found out that 250 million years ago, during the Triassic period there was a lizard. They called it the king lizard. It only got about 5 foot long, but it was ruled the Antarctic and stuff before it was cold like it is. It's pretty neat. That's a huge, huge snake. Yes, it is. Well, here's the deal. 250 million years ago, I don't think there was too many large, because like Tyrannosaurus Rex and all that. They're from only 10 to 20 million years ago, or 100 million years ago. But 250 million years ago, stuff was not as bad, I don't think. Although you never know, it could have been much worse. I'm not sure. I would have to ask my nephew. He's a paleontologist, so I don't know. You didn't miss too much, Jeff. Everybody can start talking about him now. Stop talking about him. Ah, chameleon, huh? What is everybody's I have a question. What is everybody's goal? Sun fun? Oh, such fun. Yeah, it would be cool to have to fight off some reptiles out of the yard, huh? Have fun growing old. Yes. I go to Burning Man. That sounds like fun. Yeah. That's an awesome goal, Jeff. That really is. Rob, how are you? Japan and have a disc. Indonesia too, man. They have a lot of them over there. Big discus farms over there. And Japan has big ones too. I've seen them, yes. My goal is to eventually get my own. Venomous are very cool. I have a few goals, but one is to get out of pain completely. 2, I wouldn't mind. I have a goal right now, and I'm working on it. And so it's. I've been working on a book that I've been working on writing a book. So we'll see if anybody's interested in it after it gets out there. So my goal would be to sell one copy, other than to a family member. And this ain't a big goal. This is just not even really a goal. I'm going to work on my what is it? My Patreon, and get patrons, because I'll do live videos on there. Not this kind of live videos, but when I'm working with the animals and stuff, the live videos I do. See, I don't have big tiers on there. My tiers start at like $1 and work their way up. Jeff, you're funny. Rob, when you said sold, was that because of the book thing? If so, thank you, man. When I get it done, I'll get it out there. Oh, yeah. It's going to have a Viking beard. Jeff, that's funny because, that would be stamped right on a package, right? For The Justin Ward. Oh, that's oh, you love reading. That's cool. Not saying I'm a good book writer, but hey, you know. Yeah, that's true though. I never looked at it that way, Rob. But I guess it is. You know, a lot of knowledge in books. Don't get me wrong. I read my fair share of books, but never looked at it that way before. The question is, did he really meet the real DB Cooper? You're gonna lay one up in a name slash. Because that would have been interesting. Interesting. What was the name of that book? I wouldn't mind looking that book up. My sister wrote a book about the presidents. And if she would have kept publishing it, she would have been able to publish a new segment every year. I mean, every so many years for every new president, you know, and their term in office and everything that he did and stuff. But she got sick and couldn't do it anymore. Aquaballs, what is your question? Well, bloodworms are okay, but you shouldn't feed them bloodworms all the time anyway because they get addicted to them. So it can be tough to switch them over, but you just only feed them beef heart, and then they will switch over eventually to beef heart. Bloodworms, you should probably only feed them when you're getting ready to breed them. And some bloodworms carry some parasites too, so you have to be careful where you get your bloodworms. Live bloodworms. I'm assuming live bloodworms is what you're feeding them, right? Let me write that down real quick. Case solved. W. T. Nelson. On Amazon. Oh, I will look it up. They ignore it. Yeah, well, eventually they will eat it because they're not going to starve themselves to death. Oh, the frozen Hikari. Okay. Yeah. Do you put it in a little? Do you put it in them? Do you put the beef heart? I mean, the bloodworms in them little floaty things that float around so that the worms start sticking out and they start eating them? Is that what you do? Blackballed. What is up, Justin? Because if you do that, then you could just drop some beef heart in that thing too. You can go buy them little bloodworm dispensary things. Put them in there. Put some bloodworms in it and some beef heart in it, and they'll start eventually kick over to beef heart. Oh, sweet. I'm going to look that up. Yep. D.B. Cooper, case solved by W.T. Nelson. It'll be cool if it's on there. Yeah, if you know which ones I'm talking about and you just push it so it sticks through a little bit on one side and let the bloodworms fall on the other side, they'll end up eating it and then they'll slowly switch over to it, I'm sure. Do you need to know it for some reason? Justin? Well, that still sounds like a very interesting book. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's crazy, is he? Is this for your apartment, Justin? Huh. You don't want nobody to find them, is what you're saying then. Well, J Dog, there you go. I hope everybody subscribed to you, buddy. I watched some of your videos. They're funny. Say hello to my little friend. That was good. That was good. And you got like 80. That's what happens, man. When you're having fun. Thank you. Well, there you go. That's the way to do it. I'm feeding my discus now. Yeah, it's always fun to do water changes, but so what's Black Ball, did your female ever the one female you were showing us, did she ever lay eggs or anything like that? Black Justin. Oh man, here we go. Is she still really, really fat at her tail end there? Congratulations on 170. She'll probably go then. My female should go any day. She's at like day 38 or 39 or something. And she's about ready to go. I already got her eggs set in the incubator. She's going to go and then have another one that'll go in about 50 days or so. You're the one told me that before aged water. Yeah, I used I used regular tap water, but I dechlorinated it. That's all I did with it. I didn't use RO water, nothing like that. I don't know. These people get all crazy with all their RO water and stuff like that. I never did that. I would do with 1/3, 33% to 55% to 50% water changes every day. And I would buy the API stress coat dechlorinator, put that right in the water, and then just pour right from the faucet in there. Make sure it's warm. And you'll find you don't use hot water. Like let's say your water temperature is 82 degrees. The temperature of the water does not need to be 82 or 83 degrees. Temperature of your water just needs to be about 72, about 10 degrees cooler. And it actually, when they get bigger, that will actually trigger them into spawning. So what you want to do is you want to do that all the time, and then they'll associate that with like rainy seasons and stuff like that. What I would do is I'd keep it like my water temperature would be about 84 to 85, right? 84. And then I would do water changes, keeping it about 80 degrees. But then when I wanted them to spawn, I would drop it to 70. The water would go in, would be about 70, 72 degrees. That would trigger them into spawning and go from there. Yes, I watched that one yesterday too. Yep, the fish stress less. Say hello to my little friend. That was epic, Jeff. That was great. I loved it. You got a power head in there that could stress the discus out, because discus don't like really strong moving water. They like the water to be pretty still, due to the fact that discus are flat and round, and it will stress them out if they're getting hit with water. If you have an overflow filter on here and it's anywhere near like a breeding cone, they won't even breed on it. I would definitely use, even if you let it sit for 24 hours, I would just use, here's the thing. I would definitely just use water directly from the tap. I wouldn't let it sit even for 24 hours. I would put it right in there by API's stress coat and dechlorinator, and put it right in the tank. Put the water in there, and you'll have no problems. Letting it sit for 24 hours changes the temperature of the water. And when it comes time for breeding, you're going to need that water to be warmer. I hooked the hose directly from my faucet directly to the tank. I dumped it right in. I poured stress coat right in the water and never had an issue ever. Matter of fact, you see my discus pictures. That's what you do. I wouldn't let it sit at all. And power heads, the current that a power head produces will stress a discus out bad. And I've bred lots of discus in my day. I mean, lots. Yeah, it dechlorinates it, but it also changes the temperature. And you want the temperature to be certain temperatures for certain things. So what I do is I took it right from the faucet, got the temperature right, and then ran it right into the tank. Put the chlorinator right in there, and everything was fine. Yeah, but I've read thousands upon thousands of discus fish and every other kind of fish, Placostomus, everything, and the API stress coat with the API dechlorinator right in the water. Put the chemicals. I mean, put the water right in there. Yeah, but with discus fish, they need warm water. They like it like 84 to 86 degrees. They don't like cool water at all. The only time you put cool water in there is when you're trying to breed them. What kind of dechlorinator do you use? The only one that truly works and doesn't stress them out is the API stress coat one. Let me find it for you there. Let me see if I can find it for you. Nope, that's not the right one. Give me 1 second. I'll have this for you here. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Now, Prime is okay, but it's not the best. Trust me. It's not the best for one reason. It doesn't have the stuff in it that API use. Trust me, I've read 1 million discus in my day. That link right there will show you which one to get. Quarantine tanks are pretty good for fish, definitely. You can bring a disease into your aquarium system that's pretty tough. It depends on where you buy it from. Yeah, the API product, definitely. The API dechlorinator for your tap water and stress coat, absolutely the best. I know everybody says Prime's the best, but I've tried them all. And the one that works the greatest is the API. People might not think so, but it does. Yeah, it's true. Everything has their plus, but what I was using it for was for my discus breeding purposes, and I find Prime didn't work as well as just that API stuff does. It's a lot cheaper than Prime too, because Prime is pretty expensive stuff. I had companies send me stuff to test for them, really big companies and I find API still work the best for my purposes with discus fish. Discus fish, definitely showcase fish, definitely discus fish. I can't. I can't. There's no other fish, freshwater fish. That is. I sell them to fish stores and stuff like that. You can't afford what? API is cheaper than Prime. Yeah, see, that's what the API moves all the heavy metals and everything out of your water. Yep. Yeah, that's true, Jeff. You're asking me if I ate discus, but Oscars get. I don't know. Oscars just ain't a real fish, man. Just kidding with you, buddy. I know you like discus. I'm only playing with you, pal. Depends on what kind of algae we're talking. Nice, beautiful green algae shows that you have a beautiful, healthy tank. No need to get rid of it, but if you want to get rid of it, get some peroxide, put it in a syringe, get right on the algae with it, squirt it on the algae will die because the algae needs peroxide, puts oxygen in it. Algae needs, carbon dioxide to survive. That would be cool, J-Dog. Guess it would. I wouldn't mind have some Frontosas. They're pretty cool, Jeff. Yep, that's why Oscars get hole in the head disease really easy. Koi fish are extremely beautiful. Love them. They have scaleless koi fish and everything. Giant gouramis are cool. People don't realize how big some gouramis get, like kissing gouramis and stuff. They get huge. They get huge. That's cool. Did you, Jeff? That's right, you did, didn't you? Not to my knowledge. You could still buy gouramis. I think I've seen them. Yeah, UV sterilizer will help that too. Yeah, you can send me a text or whatever if you want their wand. Yep. Scorpions are cool too, Jeff. I like scorpions. I need to get some scorpions. Yeah, frontoses are awesome. I like frontoses. I've been slowly getting rid of all my fish stuff, though. I've been cutting way back. It gets to be with all the water, with all the. Give me a second, guys. I gotta grab my thoughts here. With all the snake stuff, I really want to expand in my reptiles and stuff like that. So I've been slowly but surely weaning down on the fish. I think I seen that. I seen that one, J Dog. I seen that. Yes, I did. Yeah, sure. I'm not going nowhere. I will hang out here. I was just saying, George, that my OBT is about that big now. It's getting huge. Little thing is a little skittish, but it still stands its ground pretty good. I'm impressed. The Beatles, I had my son. It was so funny. I'm gonna tell you a story here, Justin. My son, when he was in the 7th grade, I think it was 7th or 8th grade, he had a teacher that was a big Beatles fan. Seriously, it's all he talked about all day long. He tried to relate everything to the Beatles, the group, And he said, "You guys listen to all this stuff now, and these guys are all on drugs, and all they want to do is drugs." And my son goes, "Wait a minute, the Beatles did drugs? They all did drugs." And he's like, "No, they did not." So then he goes, "Well, what was Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?" And he went on all these songs, one right after another, that were referred to the drugs. And his teacher got all mad at him. He's like, "Stop it now." Yeah. I'm not sure, J Dog. I don't know. Yeah, front toes are. Oh, hold on. Let me see what this is here. This is an individual selling. Yeah, is this for everywhere, or is this just for? Oh, this is just for Michigan. Am I correct? And I know why they're doing this. Yeah, they're doing this because of native. Some of these species. What it is, guys. What he showed me here is that some places are going to make you, like where he lives at. I guess you got to register any aquatic organism you have, and you have to do it annually. You have to register it. Like if you have plants, certain fish or aquatic fish, things like that. And you have to register it, or you can't give it away or anything like that. But and you got to put it up for sale. But the new requirement, yeah, you can't do anything with it without having that registration. And if you go buy it, they have to register you at the store. I'm going to assume when you buy it, they have to take your name and address and everything and write it all down and keep it for records. And that's because, like here where I live, aquatic plants from pet stores have taken over lakes. Even though it gets cold here, it still has done it. And that's what this is all about. Yeah, it starts starting March 29th, 21st, 2019. Yes. And your registration has to be up to date every year by, well, yeah, dart frogs could never live in where you live, where I live, or anything, because it gets too cold. But I guess they consider that an amphibian or something. I know where Jeff lives, they're very, very strict about amphibians. Why? Because do you have to do it with your Pac-Man frogs too then? Yeah, see, that's because they're an amphibian, and you know, because we as a group don't regulate ourselves. When Big Brother steps in to regulate, they go overboard. They sit and they take so much stuff, and they do so much. They just add so much stuff. But I can't picture, even a Pac-Man frog wouldn't probably even live long during the summer where you're at. We're here without heat because it gets cold here even during the summertime. So I've only seen one in videos and stuff. I've never seen one in person, J-Dog. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's when you need to step forward and go to these meetings when they have them and put your 2 cents in as to why you don't think these animals should be on there. They can't survive outside. Even at 60-degree temperatures, they would die. Yeah, that's another good question. Where did they get their info? I'm sure they got it from places like PETA. So I suppose with your dart frogs, with your Pac-Mans, if you breed them, you have to register everyone. Even if you sell them to someone out of state, do you have to register that or no? Maybe you should keep them hidden and don't tell nobody then, and then, nobody would ever know. Yeah, of course they are, Justin. They're never wrong. Yeah, see, that's why with something like that, I think I'd be leaning more towards. But I suppose if you wanted to sell them in your state to people in your state, you have to have it registered. So I don't know. I don't know how you'd go about doing that. Yeah, people eating tasty animals are always right. Yeah, I would. I'd go against it because that's ridiculous. See, you got animals that cannot survive even summertime temperatures at nighttime where you're at. Same here. My animals that I would not survive the summertime cold here, because sometimes in the summertime it gets down to 40s at night here. They just wouldn't survive it. Well, keep us posted, Juan, on how that goes, because that's interesting. Because if they do that there, I'm sure they're going to try to make it take effect in other places. It's not worth it. It would be a good fight. Minnesota did a thing that you can't own native species, whether they're, of any morph even. Oh, you couldn't survive. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to try that in other states for sure. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to try to get rid of all my aquatic stuff anyway. But I will fight it if it comes here, because it's just not right. It wouldn't be right, because there's a lot of pet shops around here that survive on just selling things like dart frogs and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what states allow you to have them. I'm sure there are some that you can own them in. What about Dave Kaufman? George, what about Dave Kaufman? Oh, I'll have to watch that video. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Yeah, they can't take that type of temperature. That's why I said at nighttime here. It gets so cold here, even during the summer at nighttime. It's tough. I don't know. I never asked him. Good question. Good question. You too, J-Dog. Thank you for stopping in here. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Oh, brothers. Yeah. Probably tomorrow. We try to go live every night. Not that it happens every day, but we try. So, anybody else have any other news that they want to share with us, and we'll talk about it? See you later, J-Dog. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. Well, guys, we're way over an hour. I try to keep these right around an hour, but we're way over that now. So, Slash Master, Jeff, Justin, Rob, Blackballed. Anyone else I may have missed? James, Juan. Trying to see everybody that's in here. George from Aquaballs. I'd like to say thank you guys all for stopping in. You guys made it a great one. Okay, Juan. Thank you. Talk to everybody later, and thank you. Peace out, people.